Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the program, Listening to God Daily through His Word, where I take a portion of Scripture, read it out loud, and make application. Today's portion is Exodus 14, 1 through 12. You may notice the picture's a little different today. We have some kind of weather event, and so it's dark. I got the lights on. It may not look the same, so unfortunately, hasn't improved me any. But anyway, you're ready. We're going to go ahead and begin. This is a short program every day to supplement your daily Bible reading, 5 to 7 minutes. Hopefully, it benefit you as you're going through your day. Watch it whenever it's convenient for you. Exodus chapter 14, starting at verse 1. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they turn and encamp before Pi Hahiroth, between Migdol and the sea, over against Baal Zephon, before it shall be encamped by the sea. For Pharaoh will say of the children of Israel, They are entangled in the land, the wilderness has shut them in. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, that he shall follow after them. And I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon all his host, that the Egyptians may know that I am the Lord. And they did so. And it was told the king of Egypt that the people fled. And the heart of Pharaoh and of his servants was turned against the people. And they said, Why have we done this, that we have let Israel go from serving us? And he made ready his chariot and took his people with him. And he took 600 chosen chariots, and all the chariots of Egypt, and captains over every one of them. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel. And the children of Israel went out with a high hand. But the Egyptians pursued after them, all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh, and his horsemen, and his army, and overtook them, encamping by the sea, besides Hiroth before Baal Zephon. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were sore afraid. And the children of Israel cried out unto the Lord. And they said unto Moses, Because there were no graves in Egypt, hast thou taken us away to die in the wilderness? Wherefore hast thou dealt thus with us, to carry us forth out of Egypt? Is this not the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, Let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians? For it hath been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness. So what is happening here? The Israelites had escaped. They had been given riches from the Egyptians. They had escaped and came to a spot where God started to guide them with a flame at night, a pillar of flame at night, and a pillar of cloud during the day. They're rich. They have plenty of victuals right now because they're just starting their journey and they're on their way to the promised land. How positive is that? How exciting is that? How wonderful is that? God has done amazing things to get them out of the land of Egypt to bring them to this point. But there are many times in life when everything seems to be going great and all of a sudden things change. It's amazing how quickly things can go from decent to rotten just with an accident or illness or loss of a job. I mean, life can go from okay to wow, what am I going to do now in a hurry? So here in chapter 14 and verse 1, God is speaking to Moses and he tells them where to camp in verse 2. And then Pharaoh will say of the Israelites, they're in a very bad area. The wilderness has shut them in. And he's going to harden Pharaoh's heart in verse 4. What is this going on for? So now the Israelites in an area that may not be very easy to traverse. And God is going to harden Pharaoh's heart. Why? Because he wants honor over the Egyptians and over Pharaoh. And so then the king of Egypt heard that the children of Israel were in this area and that they fled and they said, come to their senses. Why have we done this? What's wrong with us? We need our slaves. And so he got his chariot ready. In verse 7, he got 600 other chariots ready. And he got the soldiers ready, the captains ready. And in verse 8, God hardened his heart again. And the king of Egypt pursued after the children of Israel after they went out with a high hand, meaning they had everything they needed and more. They were rich because of the gifts of the Egyptians. And the Egyptians sorry, sorry about that. English is tough. And the Egyptians pursued after them, all the horses and chariots of Pharaoh and his horsemen, and overtook them in this rough area. Verse 10. And when Pharaoh got close to them, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes and cried out. They were scared. It says, sore afraid. And they cried out unto the Lord. At least they're crying out unto the right person when you get into a tight spot, except they had the wrong reaction. They said unto Moses, You brought us out here because there's no graves in Egypt for us to die in. You brought us out here to die. Why did you do that? Verse 12. They say, let us alone that we may serve the Egyptians, for it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than we should die in the wilderness. God took care of the Israelites. He was providing for them. Life was great. And then when things get tough, they turn back to their old ways. They say, we want to go back to our other life. We don't care if we're slaves to sin. We don't care if we don't have any freedom. We don't care if we can't serve God the way we want to, because the Egyptians at least kept us alive. Well, the ones they didn't beat to death. And here it is. They sing this song that we should die in the wilderness. That's a song they're going to sing for quite a while on the way to the promised land. And there's other themes of that song. Oh, we're going to starve to death, that we would die in this. Oh, we're going to suffer deprivation so we could die in the wilderness. Oh, we're going to suffer attack so we could die in the wilderness. We should go back. We should go back. We should go back. That's the song they sing for quite a while. So if life is going well and something happens, an accident, somebody gets sick, don't think about returning to your old life. Think about how God has provided everything for you so far. He's not going to quit. He's going to get you through this too. So be patient and pray and wait. God will work. Do those things you should do. Trust him to do what he should do. Don't try not to be too emotional, because if you get too emotional, you might say things you shouldn't say. You might cause friction and fractions in the family. I know I've done all those things. I'm ashamed to say, but God can heal, and I'm trusting him to do that. So guys, I hope this is a help and a blessing. When things go wrong, don't go back. Just trust God to work you through it so you continue moving forward for him. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep listening to God.